Hello my lovelies, hope everyone is doing well, enjoying today's new moon. I don't know if you guys get affected by the energies. I do, quite heavily. So the last few days I've had very fluctuating emotions and energy, but I tend to feel it as pressure. So I'm not someone whose emotions sort of, I get triggered or anything. I just feel this pressure in my head, especially in my energy, feels very heavy, and I'm having to invest more time than I usually do to clear my energy. For those of you who are empath, just before I go on to the reading, for those of you who are empath, people who are very sensitive to energy, and especially those of you who do things like this, who do readings, sort of channeling energy, etc., through other ways, even through healing work. One of the things that is really important is that you clear your energy, and I think it's important for you to start your day doing that, but also end your day doing it. I have noticed that one of the things I have to do is go for a walk. Despite the weather, I have to go for a walk, and it's the thing that actually does clear my energy. I could sit here and I could meditate, and I could do saging, and I can do all sorts of stuff, shove loads of crystals on, but until I've gone for a walk and I've literally connected with nature and I've just allowed my energy to be free and leave my system, until I've done that, I can feel quite off balance. So things like grounding and focusing on your energy first before you start looking at other people's energy should always be your priority. And one of the reasons is because it does affect how you feel, but it also affects how you perform as well. So just some insight for you before I go on to the reading. Right, my lovelies, so this reading is focused purely on you. I was actually planning to launch this last week, but then we have the new moon approaching, which is obviously today. Happy new moon to everyone. And I thought to myself, actually, this is an ideal time for me to launch this video and this reading. So this reading, and there'll be many more coming after this, is focused on you. My intention, my plan, the support I will be providing in these readings is around me providing guidance on how you navigate through some of the challenges, the blocks that you're feeling when it comes to romantic connections, in particular connections that you identify as twin flame, soulmate, etc., where there is some kind of difficulty that you're having in your day-to-day in being able to cope and work with it. One of the things, and I will go on about this more and more as the more videos come out, but one of the things that unfortunately is something that does occur when we find ourselves in these sort of challenges that we face in connections, and that we struggle with them, is it disempowers us. And I don't think that it's helpful. And if I'm honest with you, the relationship card came out, and I hadn't even started doing the reading. The relationship card came out. So we find ourselves in relationships that we feel quite challenged with, we struggle with, and the way that we sometimes respond to that and cope with it is in a way that it actually disempowers us. And I don't think that that's how anyone should be navigating through a connection. There are challenges you will feel, and there are sort of lessons that you'll be learning along the way, but all of those challenges and lessons should be approached in a way where it's helping you to grow, and it's helping you to evolve, and it's helping you to be able to respond to yourself and other relationships in a healthier way. And sometimes it's done by it highlighting to you what is it that you are doing that is unhealthy, what cycles you might be repeating, and actually what it is you need to shift. So this is what my focus is going to be. I provide readings, as you guys know, and a lot of my focus is on what's next, what's happening now, what's your person thinking. And I found myself getting to a point where I thought, no, I need to provide contact that's actually helping as well. It's not right that you guys are constantly in this space where you're going round and round and you're feeling quite stuck. And as part of my sort of service to you guys, I should be providing content that's actually helping to empower you as well. So that was the reason I put a lot of thought into this. There's a lot of things I am working on in the background where I am going to be, bringing out a lot more information, a lot more guidance around how you guys work with this. As time goes on, there's something else that I'm going to be introducing in a couple of weeks, but I'll let you guys know that then. But in the meantime, how I'm starting this off is I'm providing you guys with guidance videos, you know, amongst readings as well, with the focus being around you and what's going to help you to focus on. These particular videos, there'll be different types of videos going out. This particular video is going to be a reading, so it's going to be like channeled messages, if you like, pulling from cards. The other ones are more sort of coaching guidance kind of videos that I'll be bringing out. The other thing I need to let you guys know is, because I, you know, am introducing something, you know, in butterfly.jj, where I am going to be focusing on not only providing you readings around what's going on in your connection, you know, at the moment, but I'm also going to be, you know, focusing on what I believe is really important and probably what should take priority, is how you guys work with healing, how you guys work with empowering yourself, how you guys work with working through any blocks that you're feeling and moving forward in a healthy way in your connection, despite if there's union coming in or not. And so, as well as this, you know, I'm launching today, what I've also launched on my website, so it's available now, is guidance videos. So these are more specifically to you. So this is a general reading, but the guidance videos that would be booked are more specific to you. So we can do it one of two ways. Either I would channel and I would see what messages Spirit wants to share with you around what you need to focus on, what's creating blocks, what's going to help you to create some kind of healthy and positive shift in some of the struggles that you're feeling in love and relationship, in particular certain connections. Again, you know, depends what you identify with, for example, twin flame. The other way is that you are actually letting me know this is an area I'm really struggling with, and I will be providing you a channeled message around that. Video reading, anything between 15. Do you know what I have in my bookings with the you, them and us? I put in there anything between 15 and 20 minutes. And for those of you who have had a you, them and us mini reading from me, they go over 20 minutes. So, you know, 15 to 20 minutes, but, you know, it could be a bit longer, but it's all going to be focused on helping you work through blocks. So that's currently available on my website. The other thing that is starting on the 1st of November. So this is actually, and it works out cheaper actually, because the one-to-one individual bookings for mini reading video ones is £30 for the guidance ones, but I'm introducing this 4-week video reading package. It's starting on the 1st of November, going to run for, you know, most of November for the 4 weeks, and every single week you receive a video from me. In that video I am going to be giving you every single week a reading, and this is going to be focused on you, not the connection, not what's coming next. This is about me helping to empower you. This is about me helping you to navigate through the connection. And that is available. I think it works at a 20 something pound a week. I don't remember the exact figure off the top of my head. So that is now available on my website as well. That starts on the 1st of November. So that week you start receiving your first video, and then every week on the same day you receive, you know, your second video, your third video. Again, if while I'm doing that, if there is a particular area you are struggling with, let me know and we will pull guidance with you around that. So I'm very open to working with you around what you say, JJ, this is what I'm struggling with, and actually this is what I need guidance with. At the same time, I'm very open to channeling and seeing what comes through. All right, my lovelies, in those ones you'll be seeing me as well. You'll be seeing my face, you won't be seeing my hand giving you guidance. All right, my lovelies, so I'm going to crack on. So I will repeat what's being offered at the end of the reading, but at the moment I'm going to crack on with giving you guys some guidance around what you need to focus on. So grief is one of the things. A lot of you are struggling with the loss of this connection. It could be that the connection isn't moving the way you want it to move. It could be that the connection, you know, you've heard something, or you've, you know, realized something about your person and you felt quite rejected by it. There is something in you which is feeling quite a huge loss around it, and it's creating quite a lot of sadness in you. And Spirit is saying that they really want you to start, you know, it's important that you mourn the feelings that you're feeling. Never block them out, never sort of put them to the side and, you know, shut them away, because at some point unexpected in your life it will will come out. It's important that you mourn it, and it's important that you work through healing it. But what Spirit also wants you to do is they want you to start sort of focusing on moving into a place where you are working through that grief you're feeling for it. One of the things they want you to do is also start looking at the opportunities that are around you. When you lose something, you tend to feel quite focusing that energy on the loss, on the hurt, on the pain that you feel around it. And unfortunately, what can happen is you can find yourself repeating a cycle where you're repeating those thoughts and feelings over and over again. That creates a lot of blocks in you, but it also prevents you from being able to move forward. And Spirit is saying the only way you're going to be able to sort of overcome that and move forward from the grief that you're feeling around the loss of this connection is if you actually make the decision that you're going to start moving forward. This does mean, like I said, healing and mourning the feelings that you're feeling, but you need to think about the next step as well. The next step being is that you're actually going to start investing your time and energy around introducing more sort of self-help, healing, purpose, self-help, healing, a new sense of purpose into your time, into your energy, into your focus that is going to be helpful and for your highest good. Spirit is also saying some of you are in denial. A lot of you are refusing to actually face the current situation of your connection. Okay, so what they're saying to me, my lovelies, is that where your connection is at the moment, a lot of you are struggling to accept it. What you want is you want it to be at another place. Another place will be the place that you are manifesting for it to be. And Spirit is saying that is actually creating a lot of stress in your energy, and that is contributing to the grief you're feeling. You're so focused on what you feel should be coming in the here and now. You're in this place where you're refusing to accept what's actually the current situation. As soon as you're able to accept what the current situation is, what you will find, my lovelies, is that you will find that you're not feeling as fearful. When you are so focused on what's going to happen next, there's almost this anticipating energy in you, and it's almost like if you're watching a movie and you've got that horror movie and you're sort of at the edge of your sofa and you're waiting for, because you know something's going to happen next, so you're just in that energy. It's almost this adrenaline, let's see what's going to happen next, is that kind of energy you're constantly in when it comes to this connection, and it is throwing you off balance. It's creating a lot of, creating a lot of blocks in your root chakra as well, but unfortunately contributing towards the grief too. Spirit is saying they want you to focus on shifting your energy. For a lot of you, this is about investing your time and energy into exploring and deciding what your purpose is going to be and how you're going to move forward with that. What are the messages? Too many cards. I might pull from the, I think I've put it away, from the mermaid deck. For those of you who this might be the first reading that you've heard from me, might notice that when I talk like this and then I talk the way I've just been talking, very fast, sometimes quite robotic. And the reason I do that is because I'm getting messages in real time, if you like, when I'm channeling, and they come so fast. I explain this to every single person I've given a video reading to recently, because it just sounds a bit odd. And it's literally, I'm getting the messages in real time, and then if I'm not getting it out, I lose it. I don't actually retain those messages, which is why I never remember readings. I actually don't hold on, which I think is actually, I'm glad. I'm very glad that I actually have that sort of ability to be able to release it straight away, because I think I'd be very weighed down. So if you notice a change in my tone, that is why. Okay, my lovely. Spirit is also saying they need you to open up to seeing both sides of the situation. I'm hearing the word unfair. A lot of you are feeling like that your person is being unfair towards you. And the reason they're being unfair towards you is because you believe you have this, I'm getting the word agreement. It's like you have this agreement that you've made with your, you're almost like your higher self, your unconscious self, that actually this person should be here right now. I should be having this connection right now. I don't want to wait anymore. I've done all the waiting I need to do. This needs to happen in the here and now. But what you are being guided to do is actually, just because you're in the here and now, it's funny, I got this message come a lot in my video personal bookings this week as well, but when you just because you're in a place where you are ready in the here and now to take a certain step, it doesn't mean the next person is. They still have their own journey to go through. They still have their own lessons to learn, and if they step into your energy right now, you are in a place where you're aligned, you're in a place where you are ready, ready, they're in a place where they're not ready. If you're mixing the two together, then you're creating chaos. And so Spirit is saying they need you to also open up and see both sides of the situation. Instead of you sitting there and feeling quite frustrated about what's actually happening with the connection, it's almost like they want you to be in this headspace around, actually, I am where I am, and I'm going to continue working on where I need to be. My person is where they are, and they might be where I am right now, they might not be, but when they are ready, and if it's aligned with me, it will come towards me when it's the right time. That's the kind of headspace and the thoughts that they want you to have. Spirit, you also got the success card, and after that you got self-employment. Spirit is really wanting you to focus on your career, and you if you know employment is something that you're thinking about, they want you to focus on that. What I'm getting from that is the more you start focusing on moving your life forward in other areas, the more empowered you're going to feel as well. You know, a lot of you feel quite disempowered. You feel like, I'm going to pull this at the bottom of the deck as well, because I think it's an important message. A lot of you are feeling quite disempowered with what's happening. And what it's doing is it's making you feel disempowered in other areas of your life, because you're feeling quite sensitive and vulnerable because of how this connection is making you feel. Now, for those of you who, you know, I've been on this journey as well, you know, we know that this kind of, it's the most intense kind of feeling that you feel, right? And it's a connection that almost kind of absorbs you, and it overtakes everything in you. So when things don't feel right, if things are hurting, if things feel quite painful, it's not as if when you're at work that switches off. That pain's still in you, and so that connection is almost affecting how other areas in your life are unfolding as well. And what Spirit is saying to you is actually they want you to shift your focus. They want you to start working on things that actually do help you feel empowered, because unfortunately there is something in your life at the moment which is linked to the connection that is not making you feel empowered, and it is stripping you of your own power. So they want you to start taking steps around introducing things into your life that will help you to feel empowered, if that makes sense. Self-forgiveness comes out. Spirit wants you to be easy on yourself as well. A lot of you have not been feeling great about yourself. I feel like it might have affected your self-worth. You might be feeling I'm getting the word unattractive, and Spirit is saying they want you to release all the sort of worry, stress, guilt that you feel over this connection. Let me switch this lamp on because I'm just mindful. It's gone very dark. They want you to start focusing on, you know, releasing all the things that are making you feel guilty, and they want you to start forgiving yourself. You know, if you have been if you're someone who, you know, keeps repeating the same cycle over and over again, and you know you do, and you're starting to feel really angry and frustrated with yourself, Spirit wants you not to feel that. They want you to forgive it. They want you to say to yourself, you know what, okay, I have gone through this repeating pattern. I'm ready to release it. I'm not going to hold myself responsible for not releasing it before. Instead, you know, I was still learning from it. I have now learned from it. I forgive myself for, you know, I don't know, holding on for as long as I did, and I'm going to move forward from it. But also I'm getting that if any of you are feeling guilt for actions or steps that you've taken towards a connection, Spirit is saying they want you to let go of that as well, because that's actually creating blocks. They're also saying to you, watch your thoughts. So this is the card that was at the bottom of the deck, and I felt held an important message. A lot of you are constantly in this thought process where you are thinking worst case scenario in the connection. You are also feeding your fears. So you're thinking about all the things that worry you. You're thinking about all the things that scare you about it. You're thinking about all the things that can go wrong. And Spirit is saying, again, that is something that is disempowering you. That is something that is creating blocks in you. That is something that is feeding your fears. That is a repeating cycle that you are in over and over again. That's actually having an effect in you being able to move forward. And one of the things it's also doing is it's actually contributing to you struggling with codependency and being able to release that. So what you are being guided to do is pay attention to what your thoughts are. If you are then becoming aware, you know, this is about you really connecting with your awareness. If you then become aware that what your thoughts are is something where you are constantly thinking about all the things that could go wrong, then that is telling you actually you need to remove that thought from your headspace. You need to put yourself where you are surrendering all the things that you're worried about, and you need to now introduce a different mindset, a different thought where you are thinking about all the things, all the opportunities that you could have around you. Now, I will stress this to you. This is not you then thinking about, okay, all the opportunities I'm going to have with this connection, because you are needing to surrender that. This is about you thinking about all the other opportunities that you have around you. This could be your work. This could be a new home. This could be, I don't know, I want to introduce, you know, affirmations, for example. about yourself, self-love. So when you're in this mindset where you're thinking about worst case scenario, for example, over and over and over again, what you're also doing is this feeling of loss, this feeling of grief. You are actually, it's almost like you're dancing with it, you know, you're dancing with it. And then, you know, you're dancing with, you know, this space of actually, I'm not going to accept the current situation because I'm really worried about what's going to happen, because I'm thinking about all the things that can go wrong. And now I'm feeling really sad about what I don't have. And I need to make sure that I continue manifesting what's going to happen, which means I'm not going to think about the present moment. I'm not going to accept what's happening in the here and now, because I need it to be in a certain place. You need to let go of all of this, my lovely, because all of this is actually creating very unhealthy cycles and a lot of patterns in you, which are creating quite a lot of blocks as well. Okay. I'm going to pull some more messages. I have been using this affirmation deck. It's called the Affirmators. I picked it up 3 days. It's been sitting there on my shelf, and 3 days ago I just felt really pulled towards it, so I started picking it up, and I've connected really well with it. So I'm going to pull some messages from here as well. Okay, wonder. Okay, good things to come, and sanctuary, my lovelies. Okay, so what Spirit is saying to me is they want you to start your thoughts, your wonder, what you're wondering about, all the things that you're investing your time and energy in is not on all the good things that could come to you. It's all about the things that you could be losing. So we're going back to you being worried about, you know, what you've lost or what you don't have. Spirit wants you to start focusing on all the things that are going to come to you. They want you to be able to manifest a very prosperous life, but the only way you're going to do that is if you start letting go of all the things that create some kind of stress and worry in you. Unfortunately, my lovelies, what I'm getting in today's message is the thing that does stress and worry you is this connection. So it does mean that you need to surrender it. It does mean you need to let it go, because you're actually blocking other good things from coming to you. And Spirit is saying they need you to step away. I kind of feel like this is you. This is all of you. All these different thoughts are going on around you about what's happening. They need you to step away from all these different thoughts that you're having, and they need to allow yourself to open up to all the other good things that could come to you, all the other new opportunities. The only person who's blocking that at the moment is yourself, my lovelies. And then sanctuary. Spirit is wanting you to really look after yourself. They want you to start investing time in you. This is about self-care, self-love, positive self-talk. You know, watch your thoughts, for example, positive self-talk. This is about you going out, you know, focusing on your purpose, building that abundant life that you have vision that you would like to do. This is about you starting to work through the healing that you're feeling, through the grief, you know, and the loss of the connection. This is about you surrendering the connection. You know, sanctuary is just not about going and getting your hair done. This is about you going almost like a full 360 and really focusing on creating some kind of, you know, nurturing, loving change in your life. All right, my lovelies, let's pull from one more deck. I reached for this absolutely humongous deck. It's literally the size of my hands. It's the Psychic Tarot deck. I will show everyone the boxes of the decks I've used at the end, because I don't know why. So I thought, okay, there's messages that need to come out. We got the Seedling card. Spirit is saying to me, okay, they're talking about growth spurt, and they've got Juggler. Love this. Okay. And we got butterflies at the bottom that represents transformations. Spirit is saying to me that right now you are juggling a lot. This is in your emotions, your head, your work, your family. There's a lot you're juggling, and they want you to start putting things down. And when it comes to the connection, there's a lot of juggling going on in your head and heart space, and they want you to start putting them down one by one. What they want you to start doing is planting different seeds. The seeds that you are planting at the moment are seeds that are not serving you. The seeds that you are planting at the moment are actually creating a lot of stress in you. They're actually creating a lot of upset in you. I'm being shown this vision of your eyes being covered, so you're not actually seeing. It's blinding you. It's blinding you from being able to see the greatness that's ahead of you. It's blinding you from being able to see the new opportunities that are coming to you. And this is a seed, my lovelies, that you are planting. So a bit of tough truth here. The thoughts that you're feeling, the feelings that you're having towards the connection, you have the choice to plant a different seed. If the seed that's been planted at the moment is one where you are sad, you are frustrated, you are struggling to surrender, you are watering that by what you're thinking and what you're feeling. Your feelings are responding to your thoughts. So there's this kind of dance going on between them, but you are watering that seed, my lovelies. The way for you to stop watering that seed is for you to shift that, for you to surrender that, for you to watch your thoughts, as one of the cards said, for you to start thinking about things differently, from you to start detaching from the connection, for you to stop thinking about what the outcome is of the connection. Those are the things that are going to really help you to start watering a different seed, a seed that is going to bring you transformation, is going to help you rise up, is going to help you feel empowered, is going to help you step more into your power. Does that make sense, my lovelies? So this message, I think, is a really important one, for you guys to maybe reflect on, think about what seed is it you're watering that's in your energy. What seed is it? Is it a seed where, that seed that you're trying to grow in your thoughts is the outcome? That's what I'm watering because I want to know what the outcome is. In which case, that's not something that's quite healthy for you. You're quite attached to the outcome. In which case, are you then in this pattern where you're struggling with codependency? Does that make sense, my lovelies? So in which case, what do you need to change? What new seed do you need to plant that's going to help you to release the struggles that you're feeling around codependency? One of those steps might be that you need to actually surrender the outcome. It means you're detaching from actually what's going to happen next. Okay. That is today's reading, my lovely. So that is a bit of a snapshot of what I'm going to be offering as well. It is all about me giving you some messages, guidance, sometimes some tough love from, the most loving place. But my intention is, guys, to really help empower you. It saddens me, and I'm going to be honest with you, completely honest. It really saddens me when I see people struggling with the connection. It saddens me because I can relate to it. I've been there. But I remember thinking to myself, I wish I had something back then that was actually helping me to work through the connection and what I was feeling and all the struggles I was experiencing in a way that was actually empowering me, in a way that was allowing me to navigate through it in a healthy way. Does that make sense, my lovelies? And that was, over the last year and a half, I've done so many readings, and there was a part of me that felt, I'm not going to lie, I felt a bit guilty that I was providing all these readings and services to people. And even though those of you who booked readings with me, I guarantee drop in, even if it's one line of guidance, because that is something that, I think is really important and means a lot to me. But I think for me, I was doing all these readings, but I didn't feel like I was helping you guys. And I'm going to be straight up. I felt like, if anything, I was contributing to disempowering you. And I thought, I can't do that. I don't want to continue being part of something where all I'm offering you guys is, answers to what you have questions to, but I'm not offering you something which is helping you to be able to navigate the struggles that you're feeling in this connection in a way that actually is healthy and is empowering you. And that's one of the reasons I went off a few months ago. Went through a lot of soul searching. Oh, hold on, let me press that, my battery's going low. Went through a lot of soul searching, and I finally found myself at a point where I thought, okay, I know what next I'm going to introduce into Butterfly JJ, and it will be this. It will be focused purely on working on empowering you guys around this connection. And I've also gone away and I've, invested a lot of money and time into things that are going to help me to be able to offer that to you more and more as the months go on. So the more I get through that, the more I'll be bringing out. So this is, the very first video of many that will come around things that I will offer. Just a reminder, I have now launched one-to-one video readings. They're pre-recorded and they are focused on me empowering you. So if you're booking this guidance video reading, that's what it's going to be called. It's going to be around you, not about what's coming next in the connection, not about what they're thinking. This is about what you need to do, what support you need, what spirit wants you to know to be able to navigate through this connection in a way where you are able to empower yourself. And then the 4-week one is just me offering a 4-week package, but you every single week will get a reading from me. It's a video reading from me, not my hands. This is me talking to you face to face, and or you see my face, and I am doing the same thing. So I'm providing you with guidance, but you get that from me every single week for the whole of November. And that's something I'm going to launch every single month, because I do want that to be something that is part of what I offer you guys, you know, from now until whenever. As well as other wonderful things that will be coming out. So yeah, I will see you guys again very soon. I'll be back on my Insta page tomorrow with tomorrow's reading, and hopefully another guidance video reading for you guys by next week.